Claire maneuvered her shopping cart through the produce section, mentally calculating whether she had enough spinach for the week. Teaching 30 energetic third graders required fuel, and so did her evening dance classes. At 34, she'd learned to pack her days efficiently. "Claire! Oh my goodness, Claire!" She turned to see Stella practically bouncing toward her, designer handbag swinging wildly. "Have you heard? Jessica's getting married. The invitation came yesterday, and the venue is absolutely gorgeous. They're doing it at that vineyard outside town. You know the one with the stone archways." Stella barely paused for breath. "And the bridesmaids' dresses are this beautiful sage green. I'm already planning my outfit. Oh, and Marcus is bringing his new girlfriend. Can you believe everyone's pairing off?" Claire smiled and nodded, making appropriate sounds of excitement as Stella chattered on about flower arrangements, the wedding band, and who was likely to catch the bouquet. She was genuinely happy for Jessica. Really, she was. But as Stella hugged her goodbye and rushed off to her next errand, something heavy settled in Claire's chest. The drive home felt longer than usual. Claire unloaded her groceries mechanically, putting away milk and vegetables without really seeing them. She glanced at the clock. Her dance class started in 2 hours. Usually she loved teaching, watching her students discover the joy of movement, the freedom of letting music carry them. Tonight, though, the thought of putting on her bright instructor smile felt exhausting. She picked up her phone and texted her substitute. "Can you cover tonight's class? Not feeling well." It wasn't entirely a lie. Her heart felt bruised somehow. Claire changed into comfortable clothes and sat by her window as the evening light faded. The question rose up unbidden, the one she usually kept locked away. Had God forgotten about her? All around her, friends were getting married, posting engagement photos, celebrating anniversaries. At family gatherings, relatives asked with barely concealed pity, "Still no special someone?" Even her students sometimes asked innocently if Miss Clare had a husband at home. "God," she whispered into the quiet room, "where is he? Did you forget to send someone for me?" The silence that followed wasn't empty. It felt alive somehow, waiting. And then, gently, unmistakably, something stirred in her heart. Not audible words, but a knowing that settled into her soul with perfect clarity. Live joyfully. Don't let what you don't have steal the gift of what you do have. Claire's breath caught. Into her mind came words she'd read years ago, words she'd highlighted in her Bible but never fully understood until this moment. "Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation." Joy. Not someday joy, not when everything falls into place joy. Joy now. Joy is an act of faith, as a drawing up of living water even in seasons of waiting. She'd been so focused on the empty chair across from her that she'd forgotten to be grateful for everything else, for the children who ran to hug her each morning, for the way her body could move and leap and spin and dance, for Sunday dinners with her family, for the quiet freedom of her evenings, for books finished and hobbies pursued and spontaneous decisions made without consultation. Depression and sadness weren't the answers. They were thieves, stealing the beauty of right now while she waited for some future happiness. Claire stood and walked to her mirror. "I'm going to live. Really live. Not half live while waiting for life to start." The next morning, she woke early and went for a run, really noticing the sunrise for the first time in months. She played her favorite music loudly while making breakfast. At school, she was fully present with her students, laughing at their jokes, celebrating their small victories. That evening, she returned to her dance class with renewed energy. As she moved across the studio floor, leading her students through combinations, she felt it. Joy. Pure, uncomplicated, present tense joy. Her life wasn't on hold. It was happening right now, full and rich and hers. And that was enough.